All right, so let's get started, man. The meat and potatoes of the show. Next up, this artist has drawn everyone's favorite superhero and Jedi. He's worked with Batman, Green Lantern, Conan, The Punisher, his own creations, American Flag, Black Kiss, Hey Kids comics. Most importantly, this man has given the world the first comic appearance of Star Wars. Ladies and gentlemen of the Stash Land, we bring to you the legendary artist, Howard Chaykin. What's up, Howard?
I'm good, but first of all, I'm not an illustrator, I'm a cartoonist.
Oh.
Which means I write and draw my own stuff. And two, fuck Star Wars. Who gives a shit? If that's the most important thing you can come up with, you're dealing with me when I've been dead since 1977. Fuck that shit.
I love this. I love it. I'm going to elevate the questions real quick, Mark, real quick. We're big signature guys, Howard. So, we meet artists and writers all over the world, all over the country and stuff. And so, like, for years, people was like, if you want to piss off Howard, do not bring anything Star Wars related to this guy. Did they piss you off, or is it like F them in general?
I mean, no. The fact is, you should never be afraid to bring me something. I take full responsibility for any work I've done. Mm-hmm. But my disliking it doesn't have anything to do with your liking it any more than your liking it makes it anything to do with mine. You're entitled to like whatever you like, but just because you like something doesn't make it good. If you dig it, you're welcome to do it, and I will sign it because basically I did the work. Wasn't a good idea on my part. It was the work that I was offered at the time, but you must also understand that my disdain for the work is underpinned by a series of very specific personal and professional notions, which have nothing to do with the audience.
Gotcha.
To be specific, Star Wars has become a secular religion. And if you want to believe in that secular religion, you're more than welcome to do so. But consider me an apostate. That's all I got.
Boom, man, I love this guy. I love him. Mark's been licking at the chops to ask this question to you. So shoot away, Mark.
Hey, Howard, I've been waiting for this meetup.
Hey, Mark. Good to see you, man.
The legend in this game, I know you from stuff like Black Kiss, Hey Kids Comics, American Flag, Iron Wolf, Cody Starbuck. Show us your comic book origin story. How did you land your first gig in comics?
I was introduced to comic books when I was 4 years old. And the experience I had, I can still bring up the smell of that paper. And at that point, I decided that I wanted to be someone who made this work, who did this stuff. And I started looking for work when I was very young. I started working professionally first as a gopher, then as an assistant, then as a background guy, then as a ghost, and finally under my own work, under my own name and my own work. And my career, if you stretch it back to when I was an assistant, starts in 1968. So I'm at this for now going on 55 years. Mm-hmm. Under my own name, I started in 1971. So I've been at this for a while. And my experience in comics has been like many others, but different from many others as well, in that I have not had a profound love or interest in superhero material, which is unfortunately what is mostly called for, nor am I particularly a horror person or a comedy person. I have a straightforward style and approach that is best served for depicting observed reality. And I like that observed reality, but observed reality is thin on the ground in mainstream comic books. Most mainstream comic books are about, super monster, dragon, space, mutant stuff. And none of that stuff particularly interests me to any profound extent.